is he? He is me. Hi, I'm Rafi Redzwan. This is he. Here is my chance to share some amazing stories with some amazing people that are inspiring to me. He celebrates everyday people of everyday life. He revolves around conversations that inspire others to change the world and make a difference in life, with a little bit of laughter and a whole lot of drama. Join me for personal stories and experiences on health and healing, successes and failures, recovery and discovery, anything relatable, and anything in between. He elevates us to rise again and live our very best life. Just so you know, you are not alone. He is with you.
The energy around me
Oh
is connecting.
my god. I pun cakap Batal macam betul je aku cakap seorang-seorang ke?
Itulah kesian.
Tapi you dengar tak masa I bebel tadi? Junita Rashid does the best she can to be present for her family and her business. In this episode, she questions whether she can successfully balance family life and running a business. The answer is yes, only with support from her mother, husband, partners, and the team. As a co-founder of Bossmama, she explains how the founding began and how the idea has helped mothers in their breastfeeding journey. The community has also positively impacted many women from all walks of life. The conversation with He explores how she finds ways to balance everything, to discover her inspiration in life through experiences that humble her, and how this journey has changed her to be the best version of herself. This is her story. Hi, Junita.
Hi, Rafi. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Running around like a headless chicken, but
Yeah?
still alive and going.
Yes. Yes, I've seen you around. I think you're an amazing person. I mean, I have one child and then just this podcast and my family pun rasa macam very overwhelming. So I want to really, get the story firsthand to share your experience in this journey. The conversation for today is, can you successfully balance family life and running a business? So hopefully you will talk about how you innovate your ways to balance your life and family and business, also to discover your inspiration in this journey, and who you aspire to be towards becoming the person you are today, and what you wish to be in the future. I have a very big question for you. Can you successfully balance family life and running a business? Chewa.
Can I successfully do that? Okay,
Yes.
so if I was on
Can
my
we?
own, I
Uh,
don't think it would successfully happen.
yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, because I think having a support system is super important to make it happen, to
Yes.
balance it all out. Without
Yes.
my mom, without my husband, without my
Mm-hmm.
family, without my helpers, this would not be possible. I don't think I could balance work
Mm-hmm.
life and mom life. And honestly, even with the support that I have,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I do question like, how do I mom today and also be a present business owner to my
Mm-hmm.
business?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is something that I think many women or many mothers go through. It is
Yeah.
always a work in progress. It's never going to be perfect every day. There are some days where I have to mom more than be a business owner, or there are some
Mm-hmm.
days I just need to be more of a business owner and drop that mom guilt that I have. So it's
Mm-hmm.
about balancing it out. And honestly, without the support system that I have from my mother, especially, and a very
Mm-hmm.
supportive husband,
Mm-hmm.
this would not be possible. So a lot of moms ask me this, like, how do you do both? And honestly, it's a work in progress, and getting that support system that you need, saying yes to
Mm-hmm.
help.
Yes. The support system is the fundamental key here to really balancing that, successfully balancing that. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's always a work in progress. It's not a success every day sometimes.
Yeah, I totally totally feel that because sometimes there are things just coming your way and then you don't realize that it's going to affect your day.
Correct. And I think another
Yeah.
thing that's very important is to have a good team. So I have two girls in my team, and they are
Mhm,
amazing. They
mhm,
know about the mom life that I have to also do, and
mhm,
um, the things that I need on a day basis. And
mhm,
they really do their best. They put their 110%. And finding the right people is so hard nowadays. So I
mhm,
value my team a lot.
mhm, mhm. Now, before we get into that detail and at a very personal level, but
Yeah,
I'm really curious about Boss Mama.
right,
I've seen some of your shows you did, on other shows to talk about Boss Mama, but
right.
to me personally, how did Boss Mama was really found?
Okay, so this story is one of
Ah.
my favorite storytelling. I like to do this. Okay, I like to tell
uh,
people about the story
uh,
because it's very
uh,
exciting. So, when I've been in corporate for a long time at that time, for a long time, and I had two of my children during my corporate years. And one of the things that I was doing is actually cutting holes in my sports bra, and that's how I pump on the go. And
mm,
yeah, so my co-founder, Shakira, at that time, she had her first born son, and I had my second born son. And she came to me for a lot of mom advice because she was a first-time mummy, and I was already a breastfeeding mummy. And she had asked me a lot of questions about pumping on the go, especially when she was going to go back to work because she also wanted to breastfeed her son. And I said, babe,
mhm,
just cut in your sports bra lah. I think that's the best.
mm,
And then over
mm.
time, this can't be the way. This is crazy. We can't find any
Yeah, yeah.
inclusive sites in pumping bras. It's impossible that this gap in the market is not being filled. And I said, yeah,
Mhm,
I know. Honestly, at that time, I was so busy with so many things, and I had not think about doing a business out of this experience. And one day, she was in the car park, and she just texted me and said, babe, let's do pumping bras lah. And I was like, yeah, man, Joe, let's do it because the struggle is so
mm-mm.
real, right? And that's how
Yeah, yeah.
it came out. That it's just basically two moms who was going through a difficult time uh, during their breastfeeding time, and we were just looking for solutions on how to
Mm.
breastfeed on the go successfully or easily, basically. And that's how the whole idea came to life.
Yeah, yeah. And what does it mean to you in your life, having to build a business that help yourself and other women to be really convenient in dealing with that? Because breastfeeding is very difficult. The
Yeah.
journey, yeah, the journey itself, it's difficult, it's painful, it's very mother also,
Yeah.
mother, but puppy,
Ah.
I do as a man when I see it, I feel it's difficult.
Oh, it's a very fulfilling thing to be able
Yeah.
to. Yeah, it's very fulfilling
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you get all these reviews, right? So mommies will come back and say, "Oh my God, thank you so much for making this. It has helped me throughout my pumping journey, throughout my breastfeeding journey."
Mm-hmm,
And it's so fulfilling to do a business that you're actually helping others out there who face the same pain points that you did. And I
mm-hmm,
think this is what keeps me going as well. Apart from
mm-hmm,
my team,
mm-hmm,
what keeps me
mm-hmm.
going is to see those reviews and to see mommies come
Yeah.
back and say, I really needed this and thank you for making it. Especially when
Mm-hmm,
it comes to inclusive sizing, that's very personal because a lot of moms, they when they're breastfeeding, I don't understand why others don't understand this as well. Their breasts are larger,
mm-hmm.
and they're
Yeah.
bigger in size, but they don't make bras for moms that are bigger in size. Not everyone,
Mm.
it's not a one size fit all,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so
So it's
yeah, so
difficult. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and the journey itself is already difficult, but you don't give
Mm-hmm,
all the necessary equipments to make it easy. I mean, honestly, right now there's a lot of pumps that make it very easy to pump on the go, but bras,
mm-hmm,
I think that was a big gap in the market lah.
mm-mm. So the bras will sort of help to put the gap in between with
Yeah,
all the equipments available. The bra just add into more convenience into the experience of breastfeeding,
yeah,
nursing.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, for
yeah.
sure.
How does establishing the business change you as a person?
Oh, this is a really good question. Okay.
Yeah. I
Wow,
really
mine
like
is
to ask this question. I ask every guest because building something up, establishing something, doing something, it has to mean something. But how does it change them as a person? Because a lot of people, when you say it's a very good question, I sendiri naik Blue Roma.
it
Because like
really is.
doing this podcast, I feel like wow, it changed me. But how does it change you as a person?
Okay, so
Yeah.
a lot of the changes that happened to me was so unexpected, and I think if I could put it in one word, it is a
Mhm.
humbling experience.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hands
it
down to that.
really, yeah, it really makes you realize what matters. The
Yeah.
struggle, the not getting what you expect, or like the kind of I don't know, I don't know any other way to put it, but the fuck ups
Mhm.
you do along the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and how to fix that. You got to love problem solving.
Mm,
Every day, like every day you got to really love uh, the whole thing about problem solving. It's something you
mhm,
need to like to do on a daily basis,
mhm, mhm,
and that experience is very humbling. And I think as a person I've changed so much. This You really don't know what you don't know, my
mhm,
weaknesses, my strength, um, what I need to work on basically, and
mhm,
you really don't know what you don't know. So um, yeah, I've learned a lot about strategy.
mhm.
I've learned a lot about understanding people, the psychology behind purchases. It's a lot of things that I've learned that I've never learned before, marketing, whatever it may be lah.
Mm,
Um,
mm. As your business gets bigger, your
mhm.
numbers of following gets higher. It's
Okay.
amazing how it humbles you, right?
Yes, it
Can?
does.
Uh,
Yes.
and I think it changes you in a more positive way because you would have to really, come down to yourself and be like, as I get bigger, well, I won't say bigger, let me take that off. As I get larger than life,
Yeah,
and you just become more humble because of the challenges you have to face every day. There's always
that's
something
true.
new, kan? And then
That's true.
looking from the outside to see an entrepreneur like you are, it's always like wow, they must have an amazing life. They have this, they have that, and then we sit at home feel so, sometimes feel like nothing. But then
Hmm.
when I have a conversation like this with someone like you, I want people to know that everyone has a challenge that challenge them every day.
Yeah, for sure. I
Can?
mean, as you grow bigger, the challenges also grow bigger. The
Yes.
Yeah, everything just grows bigger. And a lot of
Yeah.
people say, "Oh, you make so much money. Oh, you're so big now." They
Uh,
don't realize the challenges that come with it.
mm-mm. No, they don't.
And
They
it's
really
and
don't. They really don't.
yeah, and the thing about, "Oh, you make so much money." How do you know? How do
Yeah,
you know what
can.
comes with it? The
It's the
kind of things
Birkin.
like the tax with
Junita.
macam-macam that we have to go
Ju-
through.
Junita is the Birkin.
Oh
It's
my
the
god.
Chanel. It's the Dior.
Mana ada.
Tahu
That
saja
was
je.
long gone already. Now got two kids and a business. Coach pun
Betul.
fikir tiga
I pun
kali.
tak ada. Kalau beli pun semua lepas tu hantar kat potluck.
Ah,
Tak adalah, I'm just kidding. I hantar. I semua dah tak pakai dah. Lepas tu nak beli fikir 10 kali tau. Macam, dah,
yeah.
dah tak nak dah, tak nak.
Priorities are so
Oh,
different.
exactly kan?
Mm.
Itu, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm so proud that you honestly answered me, that it humbles you because despite the challenges kan, I think when people are honest about it, it makes it more real.
That's true.
Can? And
Yeah.
this comes to the next question. I think you have mentioned it a bit about that this answer
Mhm.
earlier, but how how does it really impact the community among women, maybe among fathers as well, that see their wives are conveniently using a bra that helps them to be better moms or be better at managing daily life.
I think this is when you say about fathers, right? So we
Mm-mm.
do a lot of on ground expos, and we see the different kinds of characters or household, I don't know, conversations that they have about buying a bra that would help them in their pumping journey to breastfeed their child. And
Mm-hmm.
there are some fathers, right? They'll say, "Oh, you don't need this," and the wife would, shy away and say, "Yeah, I don't need this." And then there are
Mm,
and say, I want like five of this so that my wife is happy. She can breastfeed on the
mm-mm.
go. She's at more ease. She's happier and more confident about this journey. This, I think the impact is a lot on the women. And then you see the mixed impact on men. You see, it really depends, I think, when it
Mhm,
comes to fathers. But when it comes to mothers, I definitely see the impact,
mhm.
especially with our social media. We do try to do more of informative content, and we
Yeah.
try to make the moms feel heard, like heard that this journey is difficult, and
Mhm.
others need to know about it, that it's
Yes.
not as easy, or it's not just a responsibility that should be taken for granted.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And
Yeah,
feeling heard, it's almost like telling them that you're not alone. That a lot of people are
yeah,
struggling,
yeah.
similarly, and having to be in a community where you can relate can help really,
Yeah.
really well. Yeah.
And I think for us, we are unbiased about what kind of breastfeeding journey you want to do. You want to do pumping ke, you want to do
Mm-mm.
direct latching ke, you want to go formula pun. For us, it's like, look, it's up to you.
Yeah.
You are the person that is breastfeeding your child or feeding your child in general. Yes,
Yes.
breast is best, but making sure your child and your mental health is, going well is more
Mm-hmm.
important. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure that moms are heard lah.
And another reason why I asked about the impact that you do in the business to the community is also because you do host a lot, a talk session
Yeah.
with moms. I think that's another inspirational thing that you do. You don't just sell a product, you build a community and have a conversation, to engage with each other.
Yeah, I think this has always been very important to me, to have a community, because when I just became a mom, first time mommy, I was 23 years old, and people around me, they had not given birth. They were still partying hard. They were still
Mm-hmm.
studying, or they just started work, and they were having fun in life. I see my siblings at that time, they were traveling, and here I am breastfeeding at 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt, one, not heard, and two, I felt like there was no community for me to go to, because most of them were already like in their late 20s, 30s. And
Yeah.
that's why building a community was very important to me, because a
Mm,
lot of moms, they go through depression, they go through loneliness, because they don't have anyone to go to. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's why
yeah.
community building was important for me from the very start. I mean, I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
it's the same for Shakira as well. We
Mm-hmm.
wanted to make sure that moms had somewhere to go to, and that's why we started a Telegram Mommy hotline. And
Mm-hmm.
why we call it a hotline is because you can drop your questions or your concerns
Mm-mm.
or in the Telegram group, and there's
Mm-hmm.
always someone to answer them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Will that person that answer the questions would be an assigned person, or anyone in the group can answer to the
Anyone.
questions? Anyone can answer. So basically,
Yeah.
it's like a forum, lah.
Correct. Yes.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Now, we did speak about the challenges you face in life, and as an entrepreneur, as a
Yeah.
wife or a mother, especially, how do you maintain your well-being? How do you, as a person, you
Mm-hmm.
know, um, in every aspect of your life, be it, in the morning as a mother, and then
Yeah.
in the afternoon as a boss mama, and then in the afternoon maybe as a daughter, and then
Mm-hmm.
at night as a wife. So, so how do you? Okay, sorry. Okay, how do you maintain that well-being? Because it's literally round the clock. You have a duty of
Yeah.
to literally to to everyone
Mm-hmm.
and yourself too. So how do you
I
maintain that?
So all day we are actually playing different kind of roles, lah, kan?
Huh. Uh-uh.
Uh, I think this is the beauty of women or moms in general. Women lah, we are very adaptable. We
Mm-mm.
can change across the day and not say change, but we can adapt to the situation. Right? Today
Yeah.
I need to think as a daughter. I need to think as a wife. I need to think as a mother. But
Mm-mm.
thinking as a mother is 24/7. It doesn't change, honestly. In everything we
Mm.
do, we always have our kids in our minds. And how we manage that, honestly, how do I take care of my well being?
Mhm.
I give myself time. I
Mhm.
make slots of time in a day to just be me. And
Mhm.
that could be in the morning. For example, in the morning, when I wake up, I
Mhm.
make it a point to not check my phone or my emails. Okay?
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. So
Mm.
at least for 1 hour, I don't do that.
Mhm.
And I send my son to school, both my kids,
Mhm.
and then start my day. Okay.
Mhm.
And when I get back home by 8:30 or 8 o'clock around that, I put my phone on silent already. Previously, work life, mom life, daughter life, wife life, everything was integrated. It was all one.
Mhm. Mhm.
But of course, it made me go crazy. To be honest, I felt like I was losing it, trying
Mhm.
to juggle all these different roles.
Mhm.
So what I did was I gave myself time to
Mhm.
myself, the next time, or whatever I wanted to do, to be honest. And that improved my well-being, my mental health lah.
Mhm.
It did improve the way I organize things. It improved my relationship with my children. It
Mhm.
improved my relationship with my husband, with my
Mhm.
mom. I put my phone aside to have that interaction lah. Even when I go and
Mhm.
meet up with my friends, I put my phone aside. I put the problems aside, in my business or whatever it may
Mhm.
be. So I spend that quality time with my
Mhm.
friend or with my husband, with my children.
Mhm. Keeping keeping yourself away from screen time, I think, is very crucial nowadays. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Because we are so fixated, kan, dengan
Mm,
all these devices, and sometimes every minute when it makes a sound, you want to look at it.
correct. And
It distracts you from being present,
exactly. So I think
kan?
in this day and age, being present is so important, and that
Hmm.
is what takes care of your mental health. One
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like one thing I realize is multitasking may not be the best, you know?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. You got to like do one thing at a time, if
Yeah,
the
I need
best
the
you
time.
can.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think I used to stress out about mom brain. I really
Hmm.
swear that mom brain is real, man. You forget things and
Yeah, yeah,
words,
yeah.
like you're talking, you kind of like apa nu tu, that kind of
Mm-mm,
thing.
mm-mm.
What was that
And you get
for?
lost along the way too. You get
Yeah,
lost over the things you do, and then sometimes it's frustrating to say, but also, but it is life. It is a life that we choose to have
yeah,
children, to be married, to have a business, or to be a homemaker, for example. It is a choice that we make, but we're not complaining, okay? When we talk about it, we're not
yeah.
complaining. It's just that I think to know that you do give yourself time,
Mm-hmm.
and in whatever you do, like you said, kan, tak kisah, whatever you do, whatever you
Mm-hmm.
think it's good for you, whatever you want to do it. But that
Yeah,
time is yours, so that you
yeah.
can recuperate.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
the good thing is I like all the roles, including
Mhm.
working. I have
Mhm. Yeah.
always liked working. I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
some people struggle with this. They don't want to work, but they have
Mhm.
to.
Mhm.
And not that I'm saying I don't have to work. I do, but
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I really like working. I cannot
Mhm.
go a day without working. It is
Yeah.
hard for
Yeah.
me. I
Yes.
hard for me to switch off. I need time in a day to work because that reminds me of what makes me happy, and working
Mhm.
makes me happy. I don't
Yeah.
know why,
Yeah.
but that's me.
I think work stimulates you.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
It's the word.
it
Yeah,
stimulates your energy, your creativity.
yeah.
Um,
It's a way to
yeah,
be.
which is really really important, to be stimulated by something. If it's
Yeah,
work, for me, it's sometimes watching, even as simple as watching Netflix.
Yeah.
It gives me ideas to, oh, the next episode or the next move,
Yeah. Yeah.
the next concept for season 3, for
Yeah.
example. Again, I'm like, I gotta
Yeah.
gather that. But if I don't
Yeah.
get my time to watch Netflix or YouTube to get ideas, couple, I get very down.
Yeah.
Macam tu.
Yeah.
So I understand the need to work. And of course kan, macam when people say tak kerja ni macam tak buat apa. Boring, tak buat apa ni. It's like really boring. It's you
Yeah.
want to be doing something because you want to also, I think, like have a meaning. And that goes
Yeah.
to the next question about meaningful life. What is your message to anyone who is struggling right now and dreams of, being who they wish to be and achieving their goals in life? I know it's cliche to talk about dreams, but we all have dreams. But
Yeah.
yeah.
My advice. Okay, so we all have dreams, and I think what stops us from going for that dream is always fear.
Mm-hmm,
Fear of failing, the fear of not being good enough, and
mm-hmm,
we just completely forget about that fear. Calculate your risks and do
mm-hmm,
it, because if you don't try, you really don't know. You don't know what you don't know. I cannot.
mm-hmm,
That's one of the things that has humbled me in this experience. Is I
mm-hmm,
try things, and I fail, but that is one step closer to where I want to be.
mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So if that's the advice I could give, yes, remove that fear and calculate
Mm-hmm,
your risk. Go for it. What's the worst that could happen? I think tell
mm-hmm,
yourself what's the worst that could happen? Can you manage it? And and a lot of us, right? They try to look at the bad scenario, right? Like, oh, all these things could happen, but nobody really tries to look at all the good things that could happen if you just
mm-hmm,
remove fear and go with what you want and actually pursue the dream. And
mm-hmm,
yeah, I would say that's one of the advice I would give if anyone is struggling to
mm-hmm.
make dreams a reality.
Yeah. Wonderful. What are your words of wisdom you hold on to make a difference in life?
To make a difference in life. There's so many actually. There's so many
Mm-hmm,
different scenarios and different situations. You refer to different things, can. But
mm-hmm,
one my dad always told me lah. If you fail, you get up again. You keep trying. And that's something that I hold on to a lot because I have always been a person that's I've been very careful with what I
mm-hmm.
do. So when I
Yeah.
fail, I really get upset. So my dad always told me, "Get up, just get up and go, move.
Mm-hmm,
Don't dwell on it, and keep
mm-hmm.
trying." So that's what I would want others to know that keep going. You know.
Keep going. Yeah, no matter what, kan? No matter what the challenge and no matter what the odds coming your way, if it's breaking you, hitting rock bottom, anything
Yeah.
in life that can really destroy you sometimes. I guess
Yeah.
the best is to keep going because I think people like me, I hit my rock bottom and I wanted to commit suicide, for example, at the time. And there were multiple, occasions where I feel like I'm not worth, being alive.
Mm.
And to say, like to keep going is sometimes it feels best if I were to say die. I don't want to mention the word die, but to die, for example. But to being able to carry on with that and then carry that burden and actually finally see the light would be a meaningful journey to actually keep it going. What are your hopes and dreams for yourself? Yeah, for what are your hopes and dreams for yourself, for your business, for your family, for the world?
Okay. I hope I grow to be a better person every day. And I hope that my business is able to succeed so that I can help more people, especially grow a team of people who can grow with me, and to give back to the community in whatever way possible.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's my hopes and dreams, really, to be able to give back without stinging on it. I want to be generous in giving back, and that's my hope and dream, that I'll be able to give back as much as I can, and my family can continue doing that for me as well.
Yes, well said, Junita. I think you're an inspiration to me. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you for sharing your beautiful stories with me. You are very honest, and I think you have built a community that they don't just help you with each other, but also build them as a person, to become a better version of themselves. And I think this business will grow. I think you will become, the person you want to be, and all the
Inshallah.
best in everything that you do. And then thank you for doing this. Thank you for listening to He. A new episode is available every Thursday, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. We'd love to hear from you. Follow me on social media at Rafi Ridzwan and at He Podcast for all the updates and behind the scenes. Once again, thank you for listening to He with Rafi Ridzwan.